This week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born.
Arno, we've got some brand spanking new prototypes from Winchester. Uh-oh, they're in trouble.
Yep. Buck right here. Nice, big, mature deer.
That's the big 10.
You are the luckiest kid in the world.
Winchester and Drury Outdoors present Natural Born. It's in your blood.
At 60 yards, number 4s.
Well, it's good to be back in turkey camp, isn't it?
Starts tomorrow, brother.
Yeah.
We were lucky enough to go over to Alton, and what we saw when we went to Winchester literally blew our minds. They were teaching us exactly what this new ammunition will do.
We've got some brand spanking new prototypes from Winchester. When they said prototypes, they meant prototypes. Every one of these shells is numbered. We've got 4s, 5s, and 6s. They're so new, they don't even have boxes made yet. So we're kind of anxious to shoot them. They're saying we'll gain 20, 30, 40 yards consistently, and that's the key. So we're kind of anxious to shoot and see how they do. Uh-oh, they're in trouble.
That's 40.
Wow.
It'll easily do 60 based on that. You could go to 60.
Yeah, let's try 60.
Arno!
Oh my gosh.
Front row right here. I think he's dead. I'd say 60's your max.
You know, if you think about it, this pattern and this, or these shot and this shot both, either or, I mean, could really do a bunch of damage if it was left or right.
Which could be a choke issue. The thing we haven't experimented with are a variety of chokes to see what it would do.
One choke, and
That's the one. I don't know if we got... I do have an old Mad Max with me for that gun. We could throw it in there and try it once. This is the original Mad Max, and this constriction is a 655. He's dead, boys.
that was a little better.
Look at that. Okay, that's what a choke will do.
Oh, at 50.
Yeah.
56. Okay, fire in the hole, boys.
Look pretty good. How's the kick on, by the way, Chris? Normal 12 gauge, more, less?
Nah, about like
Normal?
yeah.
Not bad. And it'd kill him at 60.
$80 yards. I've never thought in a million years of trying this one.
So it's a bona fide 70 to 75. You wouldn't want to try 80. Well, the rains are about to pour down upon us here. So we prepare for it with smiles because we just shot the best shooting ammunition we've ever shot in our lives. Those are number 4s at 60 yards. Number 4s.
I think the choke, size, constriction has got everything to do with it. So you can't just put it in your gun and say, I'm gonna gain 40 yards, 30 yards. You gotta really pattern it and find out which shot selection you might wanna use.
We tried a 655, a 660, and a 665 constriction. And every one varied, and we shot them all. So make sure you spend some time on the range with this new ammunition. It'll pay dividends.
But it did definitively gain 15 to 25 yards that we didn't have before. So
look at that pattern.
we know a few birds that are gonna be in trouble this spring.
Woohoo!
It's opening morning of the Missouri turkey season, and the new Winchester shells are put to the test with Under Armour's Kobe Folks.
What do you think, Kobe? Welcome to Missouri, buddy.
Oh, thanks for having me.
What we need is the best bird we can find out here with Mr. Kilmer. He's been scouting a little bit. He's got a beautiful bottom that we've had so much luck in the past. We're going in there this morning. We're gonna set up the redemption blind. We're gonna put out the king strut, the shady lady, the shady baby, and we're gonna sit there and enjoy a blessed morning. It's about 10 till 5. The skies are clear. It's opening day, and we cannot wait to get in that blind.
We're ready. Kobe's up to bat. We got the king strut at about 17.5 yards. Thank you for that, Chad. Chad's on the rangefinder. We're going to test this Winchester ammunition, and if they hang up at 60 or 70, too bad. They're going to have to find a new distance to hang up on. Well, they're starting to move across the field, so hopefully they come within. How far did you say? 70. 70. When I make them gobble, move your gun. I got 50, I think. Okay. You can kill him. Which one? Middle. Tell me when. Yep. Oh, nice job, Kobe. Congratulations.
Bingo, baby, bingo.
Bingo.
That's the first time I think I haven't run out of the blind to go get one.
Mr. James Folks is what's on the license. I go by Kobe, just in case you're wondering.
So we're doing the test for
Thank
Winchester
you. Thank you, Winchester.
on their new shells. We thought it was 56, but it ended up being 44 yards. That was a load of number 4s, 3-inch shell, 4s through a Gobbler Max 660 from Matt. It lifts him up and sets him down, and he never moved.
No, didn't move the entire time.
Just lights out.
That's what I say. I think that's the first time I've never jumped up to run after a bird because it looked like they were going to run away. They're flopping around, just dead.
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 Done. Dog.
Awesome.
Boom. Kilmer, nice work, brother. Now it's just all gravy, right? We'll just go find another one. Who's up to bat, dog or Kilmer?
Kilmer.
They're pointing at each other.
Let's just
Look
Kilmer
at these
do it.
guys.
You're up next.
I got
dog.
3 weeks, my brother.
So do I.
Yeah,
what do
Kilmer's
you got?
birds.
What do you
He's
got?
up to bat.
Stay up to date with our official journal on DruryOutdoors.com.
All right, we're moving in. We had a good morning. Jed's right behind me, he's grabbing a call. We literally saw a turkey, and while we were trying to get to that turkey working, more started gobbling down in the woods. So we're gonna cut down in here and see if Chad can yelp him one up. Man, you gotta love this stuff. Cut you off, he gobbled twice, Chad.
Really?
Yeah, he gobbled twice. Let's go down in this. Right there. Try him one more time. He hit you. Yeah. Let's get set up. Push it down. Yeah. Try yelping down that holler if you could, down this way, so they come up on that hump.
I am tickled. Oh my goodness, that was a fun hunt. That was just a, thanks Mark.
Thank you.
That was a fun hunt. I'm
Good.
glad you saw him. If you wouldn't have saw that one bird, we wouldn't have got on these 3.
Great calling, brother.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Look who I learned from.
Whatever.
All right, so we've been sitting here wondering what the heck was going on because we lost 2 people and we just heard a bang. Hopefully that means another dead bird.
I don't even believe it even happened. It just so stupid.
Holy smokes.
And that's not the bird that we went after.
Oh, it's not?
No.
3 of them come roaring in.
Are you kidding?
We're
No.
calling to him. and they ride off the hill, they just start gobbling, gobbling, gobbling. So we went down the woods, set up, and they just row, 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 right in our
Timber
face.
kill, dog.
Oh,
timber kill.
baby,
Boom,
timber.
boom. Well, you can only let so many deer walk by, and soon you begin to second guess your own decisions. You know, have I let the best deer of the year walk by me, or am I even going to get another chance? Not too many days away from Christmas coming. All you can count on this time of year is that food source, and that's what we rely so heavily on. If we have any luck, we're going to try and harvest a buck, a couple does. We're not going to get greedy, but we are going to be pretty assertive and pretty aggressive on the doe harvest. Hopefully we'll get her done this evening.
We've got a big field here in front of us of biologic. So we're going to sit here and hope that they'll come and nibble on a few of these bulbs before they go eat the beans. We've got beans planted up on the other end. And typically that's where we've been sitting, but with the wind switch, we went from southerly wind flows to northerly wind flows, and we moved blinds, moved down to this end. So hopefully we'll get somebody that'll pop out right here and downwind that field of beans. We'll see. Deer coming across the road here in front of us, holding buckets. Oh, buck right here. Nice deer. Yeah. Oh, that's that. That's that one. That's that fork. Yep. Oh, yeah. We're gonna kill him. Okay, I need to open this window. I got it. I'll wait till it gets broadside. It's a way to get her done here in Iowa, buddy. Pretty nice deer, older deer. I think he's 5.5, maybe 6.5. I know Mark knows him. He showed me pictures of that deer, and the definitive fork on his G1 made it pretty easy to recognize him. Nice buck. He's not a monster by no means, but he's an absolute trophy for me. I'm tickled to death with that deer. That's pretty cool.
Well, everybody's definition of a monster is a little different. But at the end of the day, if I shoot a deer that isn't as big as I would like, but I felt really good at the end of a long season about killing that deer, then I consider it successful.
Personally, it's all about age to me. If I shoot a 130-inch 8-point that's 4 or 5 years old, I consider that a trophy regardless of antler size.
You know, they aren't all born with the same genetics, but they are born with the same skills of how to stay away from you and how to live that long. So no matter how big the rack is, if you were able to harvest a mature buck by the end of the season, you have to consider yourself lucky.
Well, I couldn't be more proud to be sitting behind this mammoth, this giant. Look at the mass on this thing. He is an absolute toad. And I didn't recognize him immediately when he popped out, but then we saw that split on the G1 and knew who he was. This is a buck that Mark just recently showed me Reconyx pictures of, and he said, hey, he's fully mature, good buck. Let's go ahead, if we get a chance, let's take him. And that's exactly what we did. And he didn't run very far. You know, I was using the Winchester slugs with this 12 gauge TC, and they just don't go very far when you hit them right there. And we're tickled to death to be sitting behind this animal. Great evening, couldn't be happier.
Good buck.
Tweet the Drurys at Drury Outdoors. Let us know about your hunts.
Well, ever since Dalton shot his big buck last year, all he can talk about is next season. Every chance we get, Dalton and I are out glassing, doing some videoing, and running trail cameras. A little long distance scouting, huh?
Yeah, we're using the Scout spot and scope. We're filming the little lens in there.
Well, wouldn't you know it, we're glassing, we're seeing a lot of the bucks that we normally see. I look across the road in a different section, and I spot a giant up on the hill. Oh, he's pretty nice.
Could be the Big Ten. It might be the Big Ten, Dad.
Well, now that we've spotted this big buck, we're gonna get the Reconyx out there on the field and see if we can't get some pictures of him. And there he was, Giant 10-pointer, split G2, he's got a little extra junk on his left side, and he's just a beautiful, big, mature buck. Sure enough, it was the Big 10. Well, now it's time to figure out how to kill him. Looking at the map and knowing this section, realize that there's really no trees, no place to hang a stand. Right here's the section. We originally spotted this buck right here feeding these. This is the bean field, and this whole section here is all corn. There's no timber for him at all. Well, it just so happens we got a pond right here in the middle of that, and I know that that deer is living somewhere in this big cornfield. We decided to go in, hang the Reconyx camera, and see if we can't get some pictures of him drinking at the pond. Sure enough, there he is. I've got velvet pictures, and then I got hardhorn pictures, so we know he's still living there. Dalton's chomping at the bit to get out and hunt.
You know, I think Dalton's very fortunate to have a dad that gets him out and gets him involved, and that's where that motivation comes from.
As a parent having kids that want to get involved in the sport of hunting, the only way to teach them is to get them out in the field. They kind of get the idea of what it takes to go into the stand and actually harvest a big mature whitetail.
Once they experience that success, then they do want to be a part of that, and they want to go out and they want to scout and they want to help hang cameras.
I think when I was younger, your ultimate dream was to kill a big buck. So you worked your butt off and did whatever it took to try to ensure that you were going to accomplish this.
That's kind of what I really liked about deer hunting. As I was growing up, the effort that it took to try to learn how to deer hunt was really kind of what drove me.
We're gonna see if all the work paid off this summer. Dalton and I have been doing a lot of glassing. He's been helping me all summer. And Dalton's killed a giant last year. We're gonna see if we can kill giant number 2. So we're gonna get settled in, get the gun loaded up. We're using 1 pellet.
Well, as the night wears on, all we'd seen is a doe. We're starting to lose camera light. I'm having to gain it up quite a bit. Dalton looks up the waterway and says, "Dad, there he is."
Yeah, Dad, that's him. That's the Big 10.
Okay, take your time, take your time.
Yeah, that's definitely him.
Can you get on his shoulder?
No, I can't see his shoulder. I could just see his antlers.
Can you get on his shoulder or not?
No.
Turn broadside right there. You can't shoot him in a good spot. We're not gonna shoot him. Can you get on his shoulder? Or not?
I think I'm on it. Yeah, I think so.
Watch your finger. I think you got him in the shoulder.
Yes, I do.
Squeeze the trigger.
Okay.
Squeeze the trigger. You dropped him.
Yes!
You dropped him. You got him. You just dumped him.
Yes! That is the Big 10.
You just dumped him.
There he is, Dad.
You did get him. You dumped him. You just dumped him. Get up there and grab that. That is a giant, Dalton. You are the luckiest kid in the world. You are something else. That is a monster.
Big 10.
Dalton S. Kramer, youth hunt. Well, we had a successful hunt again last night. This big buck come walking out at 7 o'clock, right before dark, worked his way down the waterway, and Dalton made a great 70-yard shot with the TC Pro Hunter. And this is the results. A beautiful 5-year-old whitetail, probably gonna be in the upper 40s, maybe low 50s. Dalton's second buck and his second wall hanger in 2 years. I was more excited than if I'd have shot him. My son was able to harvest the Big 10. You are the luckiest kid in the world.
Next week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born.
Crazy morning, man.
Our cart is full. Bingo, baby.
Everybody's saying they're really hitting water. It's been real dry. Worked out well.
Well, it's a new year, and what do you know? We got a new lease too. And we saw this big 10-pointer.
That is a stud.